They're the backbone of the comedy business. They're the ones that stay on the phone every day, making sure that comedians are working in clubs, colleges, cruise ships, moose lodges, firehouses, old age homes all around the country. Just what exactly does it take to be a comedy booker? We've decided to follow one of the more, well, you'll find out for yourself. One of the more experienced comedy bookers in New York City, Roger Paul, as he works his way around trying to get back into the business after many years of being a comedy booker. Roger Paul. Just who is Roger Paul? Comedy club booker? Agent? Manager? We asked comedians all over New York who've had experience by doing business with him just who he is.
And fried food.
That's about it.
I think, did I even work for him? I probably sent him a VHS.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, you can work for $35 and you can order from the left side of the menu Tuesday through Friday.
I was wondering if I could ask you some questions about Roger Paul.
Oh, if you have to, right.
Roger, I mean, have you worked for Roger Paul in the past?
No, but I'm still waiting for him to give me the opening act for the Temptations.
Oh man,
that's
that's
about 15 years ago.
And does he owe you any money, man? Your experience with Roger Paul, I mean, particular, problems or anything?
He had booked me on this great gig, and in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and I ended up getting a movie audition. That
was good.
So I went to the movie audition, and Daryl wasn't working there. So I called the club owner, and he wouldn't call me back. Finally, I got him on the phone. I go, "What's the matter?" He goes, "You screwed me out of the gig. You didn't come last minute. We expected you. Had your name all over." I said, "No, I had Daryl Hammond to take my place. I had a movie audition." And he goes, "No, Roger told us that you were supposed to be there and you didn't show up." And they never.
In 1977,
Whoa.
at Seton Hall, okay, and they said, look, Roger says, look, specifically, bring the check back to me, and then you guys all get $75 a piece.
Yeah.
So at the end of the concert, the kid hands me the check, and the envelope was not sealed. So he looked inside, the check was made out to Roger Paul for $1,500.
Holy shit.
And we got $225. Rick Overton and I forget who else it was. Rick Overton, maybe Sue Kalinsky and myself.
Oh man.
$75 a piece. It was they actually was like 1978.
Really, Roger?
Roger Paul?
Any story, Roger? You worked for Roger in the past?
I think a lot of times he looked at at the time I would submit a videotape to the guy, like a VHS. I don't think I had beta back then. And he was great at putting a little piece of tape over the tab and then taping an episode of the Rockford Files over my tape.
In the hustle and bustle that's New York's Greenwich Village, Roger Paul gets some of his clients really choice gigs. If you had to describe Roger Paul in one word, what would it be? Any thoughts on Roger Paul? Does he owe you money? Does he still,
When I think of Roger Paul, I think of low pay and fried food.
That's about it.
I think.
He goes, you screwed me out of the gig. You didn't come last minute. We expected you. Had your name all over. I said, no, I had Daryl Hammond to take my place. I had a movie audition. And he goes, no, Roger told us that you were supposed to be there and you didn't show up.
He still charges a commission. So I want to tell you something about Roger Paul.
Yep.
I hope he gets back into business, okay? Because I'm going to stiff him on so many commissions. I am not even, I got, what, about $700 worth of commissions to stiff him on to get for that Seton Hall.
Right.
Let's not even talk about it, but I'm here to talk about one of the most legendary bookers and friend of really no one.
Really, Roger.
Roger Paul.